Hi there, this is Flo from Past Life Therapy and Healing. I'm recording this little video because I want to invite you to join this Sunday, 20th of February 2022, the training to become a certified practitioner to open and channel information from the Akashic records. I will be teaching the whole program in 3 months. So what are the Akashic records? This is a very complex question, and I think is a lot of misinformation out there. So that's why I'm making this training to go for 3 months, because I want my students to understand what are the Akashic records, when the Akashic records were created, and how we do interact with the Akashic records every day of our human lives, through our thoughts, through our emotions, and our actions, and how the Akashic records affect our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions, and ultimately the interactions in between people, the interaction in between individuals, the interaction in between timelines. Can we co-create a different timeline when we commence to understand how the Akashic records work? Can we trigger healing in ourselves or our clients when we access to the Akashic records? Or is this only a tool for us to gossip and make questions about personal life or the future? Does the future exist? That's another important question that I want to answer to you when you join the Akashic Records training. What are the potential futures? Do we actually have a destiny? Is there a soul purpose? All this information can be found in Akashic records. That's what I said before. This is a very complex tool and a very complex concept for us to understand. Because basically what we are doing is translating complex information into words. In this video, I'm talking in English, which is my second language. I could talk in Spanish with this, my mother language. Can the language, the human language, translate the Akashic records? English, Spanish, Italian. Is that enough? Or do we need to learn, or better said, remember another language that can be more accurate at time to translate the information we tune in with when we connect with the Akashic records? Where are the Akashic records? Are out there somewhere in the universe, like a big data center? What if the Akashic records are actually into our DNA? Can we access to the interdimensional layers of our DNA? Okay, it's only 4 minutes video, and so now you can imagine why I am teaching this course in 3 months, which are only 3 classes, but in between classes we will have catch-ups, virtual catch-up by Zoom. Optional, it's not mandatory, but we have a lot of homework to do in between classes. And so when you join this program, you will receive at the end of the program, when you do the homework, because at the end I will ask you to bring to me the transcripts of the practices you do, so I can give you feedback, and then when everything is finished, I will give you the diploma or certificate, and you can use it to work with your own clients channeling information from the Akashic records. That means that you will become an Akashic records practitioner. Akashic records, it's very big. Like I said before, there's so many things we need to understand to become practitioners and know what are we doing with that information. Because another thing that I observe out there is that it's so easy for people to pick information from someone else's energy field and believe they are actually channeling the Akashic records, and they tend to predict the future or tell other people what to do, like give them advice, like, oh yeah, go with this partner, or no, leave this one, or go with this job and do this other thing. And actually the Akashic records are not it's not a source of information that I will actually tell you what to do, neither predict your future. So this is a very old concept that comes from the age of Pisces, and that's why so many mediums and tarot readers and people who try to predict what's going to happen. And in the past, it was actually possible to predict what's going to happen because there were not many potential timelines, because the time moved slower. So it was easier to say, oh, okay, this is what happened to you because of your astrology chart and your karma, and then it will be easy for me to predict the next 10 years of your life. But because since 2011 we enter into the age of Aquarius, which means into the galactic day, the time has accelerated. People is awakening the interdimensional DNA. The experience they have when they interact with time and space is completely different. So right now, it's impossible to predict what's gonna happen tomorrow. So if you're thinking of the Akashic records as a tool to tell people what's gonna happen to them or to the world, but this is not for you. Because my idea is to help you to understand the physics of the Akashic records and the metaphysics of the interconnection in between souls and your own timelines, you and your egos, you and your past lives, and access to information from past lives of yourself and other people. And you will be able to heal, use this tool as a healing tool. Because what happens when we expand our awareness, we trigger healing. Like I always say in all my courses, for me, at least from my understanding, healing means organizing information. That's it. That's healing for me. This is not wrong and right. It's just organizing the information, because when the information is not organized, what happens is the energy flowing in our body made by information, because the whole body is a program. So when the information is a mess, then the energy cannot flow naturally, and it will cause blockages, and these blockages will cause illness and will cause entanglement in between the cords that we co-create with other individuals. That's why when you read the content of this course, you will see that you will learn about soul families, twin flame, Pleiadian, Arcturians. They will be assisting us in this program, because I work with them and they assist me. You will understand about ascended masters and dimensions, and how are we navigating this transition in Gaia from the third dimension to the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension, the consciousness transition. where we are incarnated, inhabiting a human body. So it's already 11 minutes. I was trying to make it like shorter as possible so I can send it in the newsletter. So we are commencing this Sunday, and then the date will be there in the email. And because at the moment I think it's the 20th of February, 12th of 13th of March, and 10th of April, the 3 dates. For now is 1 to 6. It depends on how many people get enrolled. Maybe I will make it longer. It all depends, because normally they are small groups. I prefer to run small groups. If I have more people, I'm very happy to organize another group, because otherwise it's too long, and light workers, we get drained. We can't go for the 13 hours training and share our problems with another 20 people sharing their problems. Oh, it's like so much. So that's why I try to organize small groups, because we are all empath. We have these we share the same no personality but sensibility. Yeah, I hope that's the right word. Anyways, what else I need to tell you in here? Yes, that if you want to join the group, and if you done the course last year with me or the previous year, so you can access to this course, join from the first or the second class, and you can pay not the whole amount, but just the difference in between the fee that you paid last year to the new fee, and the new students are going to pay this year. So that's the only thing you will pay, and you can repeat the whole course. You're super welcome. I love teaching, and for me, the more you want to come to classes and practice, the better, because we really need to get good at what we do, because we are required. The things that are happening, especially after the 22nd of February, are going to trigger a massive awakening experience for many people in the world. So that's why you and many others feel this call of leaving your traditional job, and for a little while, maybe for a few years, get trained and be a professional in, I don't know, past life healing, Akashic records, family constellations, kinesiology, and the many other techniques that are out there, because we need to assist the people who are awakening, and they will definitely need our help. Eventually, we will be integrated in the institutions, because the institutions are going to change. Ideally, this shouldn't be alternative therapy. Ideally, psychologists, doctors, school teachers, politicians, they all can access to the Akashic records, they all know self-healing techniques, they all know about metaphysics. That's gonna be the future. For now, we are in this transition, so that's why we may need to invest many years in our life of doing this service. But first of all, healing ourselves, and then we may try to incorporate this to the job that we're doing. Having said that, I hope if you have any questions, please contact me, and I hope to see you soon. And if you need information about me, please go to my website. It's 5dhealing.com.au, and see you soon. Mwah.